returning subscribers and new people here. We're going to be taking a look at the general energy around you. Any information that you may be looking for to find me, like on my other social medias, or to book a personal session with me, I will leave it in the comment, or not comment section, the description box. So just check there. And let's see what's going on. We're going to start with the tarot, and then we're going to get into some oracle cards here for you. So immediately we have two cards that flipped. We have the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Cups. There's a freaking fly in here, okay? Sorry about that. Anyway, so I have the Queen of Wands and I also have the Seven of Cups here. So immediately it's going into a Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo of significance over the next week or so. With the Moon card in reverse at the bottom of the deck, there's something that's going to be brought to the surface. Either this Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo individual could be trying to clear the air with you. If there were certain things that you were in the dark about in regards to how this person felt about you, or if this person was keeping certain secrets, or if they were up to no good. I'm even hearing being on like bad terms almost with someone. There could be some sort of clarity that comes around during this week. But beyond that, also when it comes to mixed emotions or mixed signals that you've been experiencing from someone, regardless of their zodiac sign, it doesn't even have to specifically be a fire sign. But if you've been getting like these mixed signals or this mixed energy, hot and cold energy from someone, I think that there could be some context this week as to why that is. There could either be like this blatant conversation that happens where they finally let you in and let you know what's going on, or you just start to notice things, certain things get revealed. All right, I also have the Eight of Wands here in reverse. I do see you blocking possibly an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo individual, or them blocking you. Okay, I'm also seeing there could be some sort of heated exchange with a family member. Be mindful of certain conversations going a little bit too far just out of misunderstanding or heightened emotions. What's going on for my Virgos for the next week? I got the Four of Cups in reverse, the Hangman, and the Lovers in reverse. Okay, so there's a Gemini who feels like they missed an opportunity with you. They took advantage of this connection when they were in your life, and they're starting to realize like maybe how they took this connection between you two for granted, especially since maybe you're not as receptive to getting back with them, or maybe you're not giving them the same energy that you gave them before, and they could be a little bit upset about this. Now, this doesn't have to be specifically a Gemini, but I am seeing someone who you dated who just took you for granted, may have tried to almost choose someone else over you, or had you in a third-party situation, or just in a dynamic where they were constantly acting as if they were searching for something outside of the connection itself. Now, since they don't have access to you anymore, they could be a little bit upset about that. Okay, you could have someone resurface during this time frame, and I don't know if you'll be that open to dealing with them, considering what you've been through past tense. Also, if there was some sort of opportunity you feel like you missed out on previously, like maybe you wanted to start a business in last year, and you never really got around to doing this, or there were certain things that you wanted to do career-wise, like go back to school, or consider like, I don't know, applying for certain programs, or taking a leap of faith in terms of investing your money into something. There was something you wanted to do last year or some time before, and maybe you felt like you missed that opportunity. You could be seeing little glimpses or signs that that opportunity isn't lost at all, actually. You could be getting closer to your goals by there being like either opportunities presented to you during this time frame, opportunities that you're stumbling across, especially if you feel like this growing desire to still go after this idea, even though you didn't get a chance to do it before. If it's something that's sticking with you, something that's resonating with you that way, that's something you're meant to be doing, okay? And that idea is gonna come forth, whether it's you who brings it forth or someone else. You just wanna make sure that you don't miss your calling, okay? I also have the Magician, the High Priestess, and the Ten of Swords. So yeah, you're in full manifestation mode during this time frame. With the Magician, this talks about knowing your power, knowing that you have all the tools necessary to get to where you're trying to go. A lot of you have been questioning yourself in terms of whether or not you got the quote unquote juice, or whether or not you're capable of manifesting more abundance into your life, a divine partner, whatever this, specific thing that you may be trying to manifest. But with the High Priestess and the Ten of Swords, it's like you know what needs to go in order to manifest what you're looking to manifest. Like, for example, you could be looking to manifest divine love in your life, right? But you could have maybe someone around you who you know doesn't have good intentions for you. And it's a matter of knowing when to like kind of cut things off, where situations are just kind of dragging on and keeping you from your manifestation. Or like career-wise, maybe you want to expand or grow in your career, and maybe you haven't really tried to apply for those things that you want to do quite yet because you're a little bit scared, or the transition itself could be a little bit intimidating. But yeah, it's important that you're listening to your inner knowing in regards to what you know needs to go in order for other things to come into fruition. Okay, what's the general energy around my Virgos? Let's pull from here for the next week. Oh, look, we have crystals, which represents achievement. So huge focus on personal achievements that you're trying to gain or that you've already created for yourself. Some of you are either maintaining things that you've achieved for yourself. Okay, some of you have just recently gotten out of school. Some of you have, created a business for yourself, or you've started to, create your foundation. And it's a matter of you needing to tend to that during this week. I also have medical staff, which represents healing. Some of you could be in medical school. Some of you could be going into the medical field, or it could be a healer in some sense. And this is really supposed to be your path. If you've needed confirmation, here's the confirmation on that. We also have Labyrinth, which represents journey. I have Infinity, which represents unlimited potential. And one more, we have Butterfly, which represents Metamorphosis. Okay, so what I'm seeing, this week is about focusing on your achievements, focusing on also the opportunities that could be right up under your nose. I was kind of seeing that earlier. But with Metamorphosis here, this is kind of like the butterfly effect. I forgot how the whole theory goes, but I know it's something to the effect of every little thing can create a chain reaction. Like a butterfly flapping their wings could change the course of history almost, which is like the craziest thing. But like essentially a lot of you have been going through some sort of period of metamorphosis, and maybe you don't really understand how you got from here to there and how you're going to go from here to where you're trying to go, right? But understand that every little thing kind of adds up. So it's important that you're kind of going with the flow as well, with the changes that are happening around you, not being resistant, not being in this energy of also avoiding making the changes that you know would bring you to a better version of self or into a better space just as a whole. But I'm also seeing if any of you have been going through any like health issues or just haven't been feeling as well, you could be feeling a lot better by the end of this time frame too. That was like another thing that came up. Okay, let me pull from here. Virgo, Sun, Rising, and Venus placements. What are the messages for them for the next week? So we have Protection, Guardian, drop your shield. There's no need to be defensive. There's no need for you to be scared or being in this hyper overprotective energy of self. Only towards the things that you know may be, not good for you or may not be in alignment for you. But when it comes to new opportunities, especially in the realm of love, remain open-minded. We also have Drum, Dream, and Journey. Pay attention to the dreams that you're having during this time frame. Okay, I'm also seeing something here about symbolism. Okay, all these symbols on this card. I also have wise one, grow with your current situation. And then let's pull one more. We have air guardian, shift your perception. Okay, so yeah, the grow with your current situation card showing up here is kind of what I was getting with Metamorphosis. It's important to grow literally with your situation. As time goes on, more wisdom is added on, and with more wisdom being accumulated, that also comes with a level of change. Also, with shift your perception coming up here, it's important that you just kind of look at things from a different angle. Always take a step back and see things from a different point of view whenever you find yourself getting doubtful, getting worried. Maybe you just need to kind of sit back and see what the moment is trying to teach you, especially in those moments where you feel confused. Okay, so what? Oh, no, not this deck. What are the spiritual messages from my Virgos that they need to hear for the following week? We have intention. So yeah, be clear in regards to why you're doing things. The why is always the important thing to ask yourself behind any action that you take, because that will either A, tell you if you should move forward with it, or if you should maybe rethink whether or not you should do something, especially if the intention is not from the heart chakra, if it's not from a pure place. In dealing with someone, is the intention, to, well, I won't say that. But make sure in dealing, dealing with certain individuals, getting yourself involved in certain, even career paths, it's making sure that the intention is coming from a pure place. And when it comes to other people's intentions, being able to see through words and seeing through their actions what their intentions will be as well, or what their intentions are. I have the wishing well, and I also have home. So the other spiritual message, know that your spiritual team does hear what you're asking them for, what you're asking for support for. It's just important that you step back and let them do their thing. Let the unforeseen forces or your spiritual team do their thing, and know that they got you. You don't have to be in this energy of being overwhelmed or worried or anything like that. And with home, some of you need to get out the house. That was another message that clearly screamed at me when I looked at this card. Some of you spend too much time in your personal space, like a true Virgo, like a true hermit, and at least go outside, take a walk, do something that gets you out of your comfort zone or outside of the home. Even, it doesn't have to be something where you're spending money, but at least, like I said, taking you a walk, hanging out with some friends, being around people you love, doing something that takes you out of this energy, just being cooped up in your own energy. Okay, especially if you live with someone who makes being at home a little bit uncomfortable. Also, when it comes to some sort of living situation, it's important that you give yourself time to figure that out as well. That was another message that I kind of picked up on as well. Some of you are looking for new homes, or maybe the living arrangement is just a little bit uncomfortable. But this is what I see. I hope that this was helpful and to give you insight for the next week. I wish you the best of luck, and I will talk to you later. Bye, Virgos.